Hey guys, so in today's video we are going to be talking about the new ColourPop pressed eyeshadows that they just launched. I have the entire line in front of me. They did not send them to me. I'm just a crazy person and I ordered every single shade because I wanted to swatch every single one of these shadows for you guys. I'm going to be showing you guys hand swatches as well as swatching the eyeshadows on my eyes. That way you guys can see exactly how they apply. And on top of swatches, I'm going to be showing you all comparisons of the ColourPop eyeshadows with other single eyeshadows such as Makeup Geek, MAC. I do have an Anastasia eyeshadow in here. I am comparing it to shadows in a Morphe palette and the KYLIE Cosmetics Royal Peach palette. This is definitely a video you want to check out the description box. Down below, I am going to be listing every single shade in the order that I show them in this video. That way it'll help you guys out a little bit because there are so many shadows to swatch. And on top of that, I'm going to be listing the description that ColourPop gives for each and every shadow. That way I'm not butchering the description of each and every shade. I have a feeling this video is going to be a little long, so I am also going to put down some time references down below. That way you guys can skip forward to the swatches, to the comparisons, or to the review. If you are new to my channel, then welcome. I hope you're here to stay. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. That way you are notified for any videos in the future. And if you are interested in hearing my thoughts about these shadows and seeing these swatches and comparisons, then please keep watching.
Lions roaring in the morning sun, searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way. Birds jumping and I hear my name, grasping into life. Life is happy but it's so insane. We must merely make a start. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah. Lions gonna come. The birds have just begun. We will always take a stand for the people, for the land. Let's go back to when we were young. For the animals we stand. Let's go back to when trees were swung. Kids across the land. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah. We'll never be alone, Savannah. Lions roaring in the morning sun, searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way. Birds chirping and I hear my name, grasping into a life. Life is happy but it's so insane. We must merely make a start. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah. Lion's gonna come. The birds have just begun. We will always take a stand for the people, for the land. Let's go back to when we were young. For the animals we stand. Let's go back to when trees were swung. Kids across the land. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk.
Alright guys, so now is time for the review. I was extremely excited about this launch because I am 100% in love with ColourPop's Super Shock shadows. I know that these were going to be completely different, but every single thing that ColourPop comes out with, it is always very high quality and very affordable, which is why I love ColourPop so much. I paid $5 for each of these eyeshadows, and for the high maintenance and low key palettes I paid $18, and there are 4 shadows that come in each palette, so you do save $2 with those palettes. I did accidentally order the single shadows separately that came in those palettes, so I do have doubles. So I'll keep this between you and me. I'll probably save those 2 palettes for a future giveaway. But these shadows are extremely affordable. These are one of the cheapest single eyeshadows out on the market right now, but I did want to give you guys some comparisons to how much product you get compared to MAC Cosmetics and Makeup Geek Cosmetics. So in these ColourPop eyeshadows, you do get 1.2 grams for $5. For MAC Cosmetics, you get 1.3 grams for $6. And for Makeup Geek, you get 1.8 grams for $6 as well. So after reasoning it out, Makeup Geek is still the cheaper option for how much product you get. For Makeup Geek, you pay $3.33 per gram of shadow. And the second affordable option is ColourPop, and you pay $4.17 per gram of eyeshadow. And for MAC, you pay $4.62 per gram. personally for me, unless if it's a transition shade or a shade that I'm absolutely dying in love with, I never really hit pan on any of my eyeshadows. To me, it really doesn't make that much of a difference whether you get a little bit more product in Makeup Geek's eyeshadows, because like I said, I most likely won't ever really hit pan. So if you are someone who is like me that doesn't really hit pan on the eyeshadows and you're looking to save some money, then ColourPop would be a good option. As for formula, these shadows are extremely smooth and extremely pigmented, and these shadows are extremely blendable. 95% of these shadows did not give me any fallout whatsoever. The matte eyeshadows do get a little bit powdery when you take your brush and put it in the product, but I find that to happen with every single eyeshadow that I have. It could be Morphe, it could be Makeup Geek, it could be MAC, it could be Anastasia Beverly Hills. Every single one of my eyeshadows does get powdery for me when I pick it up with the brush. I was a little bit nervous because this is the first time that ColourPop has really come out with pressed eyeshadow or just pressed powder products in general. They are very well known for their cushiony type of formula, but I am extremely impressed with the formula that they came up with, and I am very, very happy with my purchase. I dug through all of my single shadows and eyeshadow palettes trying to find the shadows in my collection that are the most similar, just to show you guys some comparisons, and just in case you own some of these other shadows, it'll give you an idea of how these ColourPop shadows look in comparison. So the first eyeshadow from ColourPop that I'm going to talk about is the shade Let Me Explain, and it is one of the lightest champagne-y, shimmery type of colors. Like I said, I will leave the official shade descriptions down below in the description box. That way you know exactly how these colors are supposed to look according to ColourPop. This is the way that it swatches on the back of the hand. And then I have the single eyeshadow Nylon from MAC Cosmetics, and this one is MAC Nylon. So on top is Let Me Explain from ColourPop, and on the bottom is Nylon from MAC Cosmetics. Next, I'm going to be comparing ColourPop's Wake Up Call to Makeup Geek's Creme Brulee. This is the way that it swatches. Very, very buttery on the back of the hand, very smooth. And this is Creme Brulee from Makeup Geek. So as you can see, they are very, very similar. Next, we're going to swatch Note to Self by ColourPop, and I am comparing it to Makeup Geek's Frappe. This is Note to Self on the top, and this is Frappe on the bottom. I'm going to swatch ColourPop's Wait For It with this peach shade in the KYLIE Cosmetics Royal Peach Palette. And that's it right there. So I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but in person, these two shades right here are basically identical. The only difference is that the ColourPop one might have a slightly pinker undertone. Now I'm going to be swatching ColourPop's Making Moves, and I'm going to compare it to this shade right here in the KYLIE Peach Palette. So as you can see, ColourPop's eyeshadow is a lot more pigmented than the one in the KYLIE palette, and the ColourPop one is a lot softer and smoother as well. Next, I'm going to be swatching ColourPop's Top Notch, and this is a very popular color among every single brand and eyeshadow palette out there. This is a mid-tone to deeper warm-toned transition shade. Immediately when I saw this shade, it reminded me of Cocoa Bear from Makeup Geek, Sienna from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and Brown Script from MAC. So I'm going to swatch every single one of them next to each other. And just for the heck of it, I'm also going to swatch this shade right here in the KYLIE palette as well. This is ColourPop Top Notch. This is Makeup Geek Cocoa Bear, MAC Brown Script, Anastasia Sienna, and KYLIE Cosmetics Royal Peach Palette. Next, I'm going to swatch ColourPop's Crisscross. Very smooth and very pigmented. I'm going to try and compare this shade to this one in the Morphe 350. So the Morphe 35O is more on the vibrant side of an orange, and this one is a little bit deeper. Then I'm going to compare this shade also to this shade right here in the KYLIE palette, although this one has a little bit of a shimmer. The final shade I'm going to compare to the KYLIE Royal Peach palette is this one from ColourPop, and it's Piece of Cake. It is a very cobalt blue type of shade. This reminds me of Neptune from Makeup Geek, but I do not own that one. I believe MAC has one as well. I believe it's called Atlantic Blue if I'm not mistaken. This is the ColourPop one. And I'm going to be comparing it to this blue in the KYLIE Peach palette, although this one is a little bit darker. And then finally, I do have my Morphe 35B palette, and in the palette I do have this blue right here that I'm going to compare as well. So really they're all patchy. I think that ColourPop is the lightest cobalt blue, but if you do have one of these shadows, you probably don't need any of the other ones, because how often do you really use this color? I mean, let's be honest. Another blue shade that caught my eye in this collection is the shade Backseat. It's a very pretty shimmery turquoise blue type of shade, and believe it or not, it reminded me of another ColourPop eyeshadow, but this one is the Super Shock shadow in the shade Coconut. And that is Backseat right there, and this is the ColourPop Pressed eyeshadow. And this is the ColourPop Super Shock shadow in the shade Coconut. So as you can see, the Super Shock shadow is a lot more intense than the pressed eyeshadow, but I still find the pressed eyeshadow to be extremely pigmented. So now I'm going to start getting into the purpley, cool toned type of shades. The first one that I'm going to compare is ColourPop's Made to Last Pressed Shadow, and it reminded me of Makeup Geek's Unexpected eyeshadow. These are the comparisons side by side. This is ColourPop and this is Makeup Geek. This is Makeup Geek Unexpected. ColourPop's Made to Last does have a little bit more of a cooler brown in it, while this one has more of a cool purple tone in it. Next I'm going to swatch ColourPop's Silver Lining. And it's not silver at all, it is purple. I'm going to be comparing that to Makeup Geek's Carnival and Makeup Geek's Curfew. Next I'm going to swatch Cute Alert from ColourPop, and this is in the High Maintenance palette, I believe. And I'm going to compare it to Makeup Geek's Bitten. I'm going to compare is ColourPop's Take the Lead. I'm going to compare that to Makeup Geek's Bedrock. And these are them side by side. This is ColourPop Take the Lead, and this is Makeup Geek Bedrock. So that is all the comparisons that I have for you guys. Like I said, I just dug through my collection to see what I had and found the closest match to each of these eyeshadows. But to summarize this video, I am extremely happy with my purchase. I'm in love with the formula of these shadows. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Let me know if you would like to see a tutorial using these shadows, and if so, what colors would you like me to incorporate in those tutorials. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for any videos in the future. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye guys.